One of the top questions I'm asked is how to get a looser brushstroke, how to get that impressionist brushstroke that looks confident, that gets attention. Now in this video I'm going to give you 5 of my top tips and a little bit extra as well to help you break through that tight painting trap and get your paintings looking a bit more juicy, loose and exciting. Now undoubtedly the top tip that you're always going to hear is change your brushes. You want to avoid these little brushes. I'm going to show you just why you need to do that, and use something a bit bigger. Now there's a few extra bits that I'm going to explain, so let's get into that. So here I've got small brushes, and very often this is what you get in little brush sets, and you try to do your painting. So as you can see, let's say I'm going to do painting of some olive trees, and you can start putting strokes in, but you get very lost rather quickly. Right, and then if you get some smaller brushes and look how this is going, it's taking forever. It gets particularly annoying when you've got a bigger painting surface. This is only a 10 by 12. Now let's put away the little brushes and go for the nice big brushes. This is a size 8. It's also a good strong brush because it's bristle. Right, this is a number 6, and you can see relative to this painting surface, they are not excessively big, but they're going to make a nice difference compared to these little things. So start off your painting with a little more paint on a bigger brush, and you can see immediately how much more expressive that stroke becomes, and you are now making progress with covering a lot more space. Okay, now that is progress and a lot more vigorous. You can do the entire blocking in of this painting using one brush, just like this, a size 8. If you want to step up to a size 10, that will be great as well. That'll really get things moving. Another frequently overlooked tip is use your brush handle. It's so easy to forget this when you're in the process of painting and you end up holding your brush like a pencil near the ferrule over here, or like this, or you're starting to really lose your temper. You've got this nice handle. Hold it here and it changes the whole mechanics of the painting. Your whole brush stroke, everything changes, because now you're engaging your arm and you're not just working like a pencil. And that automatically, with your bigger brush, is going to make a massive difference. Now, as I'm standing here at a desk and doing this demonstration, I don't have quite the reach that is going to give me full advantage of this beautiful handle. So step back from your easel, hold the brush at the end and have a go using the length of the brush. You will see how giving yourself a good long grip on the brush is going to help you get the powerful large strokes down much simpler, much more effectively. Now another often overlooked part of your brushstroke is that fiddling, that sometimes called noodling, where you are going over your strokes. Think about putting one stroke next to the other, like you are putting down parts of a mosaic. That's going to help make your brush strokes really stand out. Now what we want to avoid is lots of little fiddling. Alright, so I've put down a big brush stroke, but I want to avoid overworking, the sort of noodling and fiddling around, I'm losing the impactful color. If I go any further, it's going to get really ugly. So clean your brush off, get back to the clean color, pick that up and put down that stroke, leave it alone. Wipe your brush off, pick up more color, put that stroke down, leave it alone. You've picked up dirty paint, wipe that off, pick up more color, put that down, and get all of that clean color you had early on, get that back, put down your strokes one next to the other, build up your color that way. Now, the next tip is part of what I've spoken about, but it's the one that's going to get your brush strokes disappearing and replaced with mud. That's when you are over blending, going over and pushing down your color from the top into the lower colors, and you end up digging in. And all you do when you dig in is you get mud. Yeah, I've got some nice textured paint, but a lot of artists panic and want to smooth that out. What have I done there? I've mixed green, I've mixed red, I've now got mud. Sometimes the only answer is get your painting knife, scrape that nasty stuff off, and do it again. Right, we don't want to lose our color by blending it away. Get some clean color, put it down, leave it alone. The next step is a good one, and it's probably one of the most important, and that is look for the shapes by closing your eyes halfway, looking at your subject, and just looking for light and dark shapes and trying to paint those big shapes. Remember that mosaic I referred to earlier? That's what you're looking for. You're looking for the mosaic shapes. And by squinting, you're going to forget the details and you're going to see those shapes. I don't want to look for twigs or leaves or bark or anything like that. I'm looking for light and dark, light and shadow. That's what we want to put down. And here's a quick bonus tip. The Bravura stroke, the masterful stroke, the flashy stroke, the money maker stroke, whatever you want to call it, practice a Bravura stroke, at least one of them. In the focal area is probably the best, usually to show off a light effect, a strong bit of light in your focal area. And for this, you're going to want lots of paint, you're going to want your big brush, and you're going to want to put that brush stroke down so that the paint is buttered on nice and thick, lots of texture, and really stands out. And that's going to change the whole atmosphere and effect of your painting. So Bravura, I like to think of it as brave. It's a courageous move, one that's going to give you confidence and a lot of fun as well when you look at that brush stroke and you think, damn, that looks good. So practice the Bravura stroke. Let's get some nice light. Get some white paint. Load up a nice bit of color. Now we're going to put some light alongside this shadow. See how that works. Clean your brush with the tissue. Let's get some green. I want to put some green over there. Put that down. Get some more. Get some more light around my focal point over here. How about over here as well? Even your shadows don't have to be too sharp, they don't have to be as thick though. Let's get a bit of white in there. Okay, that's it. Well, I hope that's going to give you some inspiration and motivate you to really do something special with your next painting. Get out the big brushes, lots of paint, do a brave brush stroke at the end, and really add some fun and an extra challenge to your painting. Now, if you want to get more painting tips and inspiration and learn from some of the great artists out there, get your free subscription to the Create Art magazine. It's as easy as that. You'll find a link to that magazine below, and there it is. Sign up and get your free subscription. You can look at the back issues as well, and the next edition is coming up soon on the 2nd of May, so you don't want to miss that either, just around the corner. And get some more painting under the belt with one of my free courses for you up here, and you'll find plenty to do on my painting school. And of course, subscribe to the channel. Why would you want to miss the next video? Okay, that's plenty to do, and enjoy and have some great painting with your big brushes. Until next time, cheers for now.